Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B-Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab in the wee hours of the morning where I do what I do for you. Boy got a little something off his chest right now. Let's talk about investments, life investments. What you invest your time in. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Well, when I'm through, yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my yacht. Be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about life investment. What do you invest in? I chose God, myself, or thyself, aka God. Life investments. Anything you put energy and effort into is an investment. I invested in myself a long time ago. I'm the product. I'm selling me. If I'm going to do me, it's going to be all about me. So yeah, that's what I do. I invest a lot of wasting my time because when I invested in my ego self, not thyself, I wasn't enlightened. I didn't know who I was. So I just did what I thought was right. Certified myself. Wasn't a good deal. When you're going to make an investment, you want what? Return on the investment. You want the investment to pay off. That's why you invest time, energy, and effort in things that you think is worthwhile. Don't spread yourself too thin. Back in the day, you got this, you doing that, you got this, you got so much stuff going on. You ain't got you. You don't stint yourself too far. You really can't control all the things that you're in, so you are not in control of you. Situations are controlling you. That's bad investment. That's bad judgment, okay, for oneself. I invest a lot of money. A lot of wasted time, and it didn't pay off. Bottom line, it wasn't a good investment. When you realize the investment wasn't good, you're going to stop what? Investing? Hello? The time I invested in bettering myself by studying, living what I learned, and understanding the truth for myself, now that investment is paying off like gangbusters. That's a good investment. And I'm still receiving dividends for that investment on a day-to-day basis. How about that? So, concept is, if you invest your time to any belief system, aka religion, if you're receiving blessings for that time invested, that's a good investment. That's right thinking philosophy. And the only way that's going to happen is what? You put the work in. It ain't the religion, it's you. But if the religion gets you to do that, by all means, have at it. And I'm telling you now, I know when you work and you invest in yourself, the payoff is always to your benefit. When you invest in anything other than yourself, you may not benefit and it may not pay off. Why? All investments don't pay off. That's why. You can invest in anything you like. A lot of times we do stuff just, for the hell of it and find out, that wasn't worth it. That's a bad investment. Why? You put something out, didn't get that back, dropped it, let it go. That's how you do. Same thing with people. If you invest time, energy, and effort in a person, and that person is not reciprocating, you know the deal. Oh, but no, don't let your emotions dictate your investment. Don't let the situation and the position dictate your investment. Let this common sense and this understanding be what you invest and check out whatever you're doing with. I say all investments don't pay off. Why? When we have what they call the stock market, right? And a bunch of people who got a bunch of money who want more money, invest in what they think they can make more money from. That's fine. That's the system. That's the program. I ain't never invested in the stock market. So I can't miss what I can't measure. Moving on. But I get the concept. I understand it. I hear about it. I had a buddy told me when the COVID hit, he took a $100,000 hit. I can't tell my wife. Dude, if I take a $100 hit, my wife gonna know. So that's a big different situation that we living in. I knew that when he said that. I said, man, I hear you. That's my dude. Love and respect him, but I ain't got that kind of money. And again, he's an investor. Started at Prudential in the mail room. Ended up in the stock market room. My man, good investment, all right? But you invest to make money. To make what? More money, a.k.a. to pay off. If I give you $10, I want at least $15 back. That's loan sharking. Same thing. The banks do it, everybody do it. If you're going to give money, you want some money back. Interest on the money. Again, investment. If I invest, I want interest on my money. Moving on. That's the concept. That's the businessman's world. All right. Yeah, but you can get rich with what? With the right investment. And that's the goal. What? But no guarantees in life. So we know what you're shooting for, what you're investing for, is all on you. If it work out, so be it. If not, still on you. See, we like to take the praise. Nobody wants to take the hit. I done took a lot of hits. I'm still standing. So the hit ain't the end of the world. Okay? A bad investment don't kill your life. But then sometimes you do them. Okay, what's that investment? When you invest in any business, okay, we know there's no guarantees, but you do it anyway. Why? We all done it, and everybody who done it can say, I lost. Why? Because there's no guarantees on nothing that you invest in business with money. So understand that if you're in that position, if you're going to invest or gamble, I don't gamble, but at least invest or gamble what you can afford to lose. Don't gamble the rent money. Don't gamble the car note. Don't do that. I'm going to double money. No, you're not. Ain't no guarantees of that. That's bad investment. That's gambling. That's what he loved that. I don't like the gamble thing. Moving on. I like the sure thing. I'm taking God. All right? Investments in some things are, AKA. What does this? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Investing in certain things is like Russian roulette or crapshoot. Mm-hmm. Love that. He loved the adrenaline. That thing that I watched him, he turns to a different dude. When you see people transform, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. You get me in my groove, I'm going to transform. Okay, I'm going to get to my mode and do what I do. Some people has a knack for that. His was, and they love that crap table. Boy, yeah. Invested a lot of time, and sometimes you got good returns on investment. Sometimes he didn't. But that didn't stop him from investing. Okay, that was his thing. Moving on. I love that guy. But he lived for the thrill. He loved the thrill. Okay. I ain't a thrill seeker. I'm a more mild-mannered type of dude. Okay. I invest in things that even if, when I invest in things, even if it fails, okay, if it don't pay off, okay, I don't take personal responsibility. I don't take it personal. I just move on. Another investment that didn't pay off. Okay, moving on. I don't get crazy. I don't act the fool. None of that nonsense. Of course, you have to realize in life, all relationships are investments. Did you know that? When you decide to make that call, you check numbers. See, y'all do things different now. The dating thing is different. Y'all do a whole bunch of different stuff. Back in the day, you get the number. Okay, you just start a relationship. Why? I'm trying to get closer, try to get her to like me, try to get her so I can, do my thing. That's what relationship, that's an investment. Okay? Most of us invest in the little fella. Bad. investment. Every relationship is a what? Personal investment on what? A small level that sometimes grows, and it's based on that what? Emotions. Those little quick ones is how you feel, so how it generates. So that's emotional investments. Okay? Emotions, you might not want to throw them out there. Just want to let you know. Love affairs are investments. Be they what? The mate's problem or the side piece. It's still an investment. You're going to invest the time, the energy, and effort what? To sneak, creep, and be in a position to get what? Your satisfaction. Bad investment. Again, some investments are just bad from the beginning. But those who invest don't know until what? They realize, oh, this is a bad investment. Too late. Monday morning quarterbacks. Be careful of what you invest in. And when you are in side affairs, for the physical stuff, you in the physical pleasures in relationship, investment, it never works. It never ends well. It never, why? Because that's somebody else's expense. When you invest for yourself. Don't involve somebody else in your investment. Why? They got to pay the price too. That's not good. It's called cheating. Okay, if you do that, you invest in your partner's situation that they had nothing to do with. Simple. Again, we go back to the marriage thing. The marriage is the ultimate investment. You put the ring on it, you claim it, do that, yeah. But now, during that time, whatever situation goes through, now you get to see. And so we all have flaws. Okay, we ain't perfect. So when you marry that male or woman you marry, you find out once you marry him, Scooby-Doo, ruh-roh. Why? Because the marriage ultimate investment is you putting your heart, your mind, and your body, and when it's done right, the payoff is what? Years of happiness together. 30 years of say what you want, call it what you want. It is what it is, okay? But if you're still together at 30 years, that's a good thing. That's the investment that what? It's still paying off. Be good or bad, but it's still paying off, all right? The bad investment in marriage always ends up in what? Divorce. And if you invest what? Your time, energy, effort, hard-earned thing into the wrong person, you made a bad investment. Be responsible for it and understand it and move on. All that pining and getting mad and up, let that go. That's all in the past. You can't change none of that. So let it go, please. Invest in what? Your future. How about that? That's a better investment. When you got something going bad, cut it loose, invest in your future. And always, you should be your first commodity. Should be your best commodity. I am mine, I think. My personal advice in life, for a good life, invest in your higher self, a.k.a. God. For all the people who've done that, was rewarded. All those who faked it didn't get nothing. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, no, it worked. You just didn't do it the way it's supposed to be done, correctly, honesty, and earnestness. God knows your heart. You can't bullshit God. Some people still try. Stop, please. That's more advice in life. Don't try to bullshit God or yourself. Again, same thing. See where we going with that? The results of a bad investment sometimes can be devastating. Everybody don't recover from that bad investment, that bad relationship, that bad marriage, that bad money situation. Everybody don't rebound. So be careful, all right? If you ain't ready to get up on your own, don't let nobody knock you down. Why? You might stay down. Okay, but just say, a saint is just a sinner who got up. Get up, answer the bell, so to speak. I got a boxing mentality. All right, that side piece, the result of a bad investment is what? First of all, that side piece. That's the first bad, if you're married or relationship, don't put your time and effort in something that's just wrong. You can't profit from wrong investments. Bad investments don't pay off in the long run. Why? They're going to fail. It's a bad investment. Cheating is always a bad investment, fellas and sisters. It ain't just men, women too. Y'all get caught up in whatever it is you do, but it makes you do the wrong thing. But you gotta be responsible for that. Get stronger. Call will. Okay? This inside. The side piece is a bad investment for men and women. No one. Why? It won't pay off. Trust me. it's never going to end good. Once you start that thing, it's going to take on a life of its own. I got it under control. She do what I tell her to do. Okay. That's bad investment. Moving on, I ain't got time to talk about that nonsense. Fronting, perpetrating, like you're being out. This one I hate. My pastor got this week lesson. People who faking God. To let people think that they all holding their breath. No, do it. Be it. You ain't got to go around telling nobody nothing. Show it. Okay? But fronting, faking, like I'm blessed. No, you're not. Like that's one thing. That's a bad investment for people to lie. Okay? Knowing you're not is a bad investment. Why do you want people to believe you're blessed when you're not? If you're blessed, they'll see that. It shows. Trust me. If you're following religion, a belief system, I ain't saying that's a bad investment, but if you're following a belief system that's not bringing you prosperity, that's a bad investment. If you're a Christian and you're struggling, you ain't invested the right thing. Why? You ain't getting the benefits that's due you claim to be a Christian. Live, act, and you get the benefits. Talking don't get you nothing, okay? Bad investment is run off at the mouth and acting, more than what you are. 42 confessions, I have not talked big about myself, bragged myself. That's why. Because it don't do nothing for nobody. Having somebody think you're doing good when you're not, that makes no sense. That's why, pure real, I've always been myself. Why? I ain't trying to be nobody else. I don't know how. I ain't doing it. I'm only knowing me. All right. Following the person teaching, but not living what they're preaching. If a bad investment is that preacher who ain't doing what he's supposed to do, and you keep going there every week, giving your money, hoping for the better, hope he puts in a prayer line, he praying for you, he ain't living right. God ain't listening to his damn prayers. But you don't know that. Again, bad investment. I'm trying to show you. There's some things that you're going to invest that you should know better than. I'm not making bad investment at this point in my life. Why? I learned a few things. That's a life lesson. You're supposed to know a few things as you go along in life. Life's going to teach you a few things. If you pay attention, that's another thing. You can't hear God's voice if you ain't paying attention. Ears got to be open. Ignorant people, ears are shut, and they don't hear nothing. They got shit packed between their ears. Excuse me. Hate the vernacular, but yeah. Following that, okay, did that, excuse me. And perfect example, I follow a pastor who lived that book. Practice it, lives it, don't deviate. I can respect that. I can get behind that. But if I know you full of crap, I'm not getting behind you talking this old good holy God nonsense. I know a bunch of y'all don't deal with none of y'all. Bad investments. When I did, I found out it was a bad investment. Take my money at the pot. I resent. We can't. I'm not doing this. I'm out. Simple. Make those decisions for yourself. Last one. I appreciate you tuning in. Right thinking philosophy is the investment that will what? Pay off in the end. Every time. Why? It enlightens your heart and your mind, and it gives you advice for exercising of the body. So I'm covering every area of your person. All you got to do, invest in that yourself and make it happen. What? For yourself. That's the only one who will happen. Only way it's going to happen. Investing in right thinking philosophy is, I consider, a guaranteed payoff with self-mastery and knowledge of self. Those are things that you want if you're dealing with me. That's all I got. I'm trying to get you to have self-mastery, master oneself, control yourself, and be your best self. That's it. Moving on. If that ain't what you're here for, you're here for the wrong thing. That's all I got for you. I don't deviate. I don't change. Okay? Right thinking philosophy is my life's investment for what? Myself. And self-improvement with what? Hard work daily and preparing myself for the next day. That's life, how I live it on them terms. That's my investment. I got to make sure what I get the dividends of my investment, which is me. I'm my biggest investor. I don't know how many people tune in. I don't get that many views every now and then. Hit a lick and get a few views. But my thing is not about the views, it's about making a message somebody could use. Different concept. Okay. If I'm here to give views, I do all kind of nonsense to get y'all to tune in. I ain't doing that. My man said, man, take it out and sling it around. You do it. You tell me to do some nonsense. Are you crazy? People who give you life advice, if they ain't doing it, don't even listen to them. Simply that. Don't invest in their nonsense. Why? If they ain't, why should you? Moving on. All right. I do what I teach you. I live what I try to you to understand to do. That's the difference. Moving on. I'm my biggest, okay, right here. My only loss in my right thinking philosophy is what? Not enough views on a day-to-day basis. So I take that as I ain't winning. Why? I ain't getting my message. I want more people to get the message. So that's the personal loss I don't control. Remember, I don't control the views. I control the content. So again, but my personal bugaboo is I just need more views. Appreciate you. So that's why I do what I do, to give you content that's worthy to be what? Viewed. I'm not here just cutting the food and wilding out. No, there's a purpose. All right, let me do this thing. And the views I get on a day-to-day basis, it could be better. Like anything else, but that's my little personal thing. Wrapping it up, and again, I appreciate you tuning in. Tell somebody else to check your boy out. He got some good stuff. Let's go. And when your investment is in yourself and you put in the work, guess what? You will win in the end. Guaranteed. How about that? Yeah, I guarantee. Try it. Let me know if it didn't work for you. I'll be responsible. Why? Something you didn't do right, I can help you with that. That's why. If you do it right, you get the results just like I do. Right thinkers, I enjoyed giving you the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you get more people to tune in. Check out your board. But that's another issue. I take it as we go. But in closing, may you all live to be 100, me 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who now know how to invest in themselves have passed away. Make a good investment. Always bet on yourself. I don't gamble, so I invest on me, in me. And I pay off every time.